And then... Ah, there it is. Alright, perfect. Now all I need... Got this. Alright, excellent. Excellent. And finally... There. Alright. And away we go. I believe we just stopped in the road last time. Alright. Huh. Crag Lindworm needs cold iron. Okay. That's nice. Moving on. Alright, so let me see. Last time we explored an area, got so much loot we can't carry it all, had to leave a bunch behind, and desperately need a shop. I'm still stuck with this guy. Hey there, little Theo. Right. I think I remember how this team works. Also, apparently missed out a little bit. Oh, hello. Ah, okay. For a minute I was wondering if we were just looking at the rocks. Well, that guy seems to be out-distancing the creature with a much larger stride, no problem. So, is this an undead... Oh. That's not a Cyclops! Do you know how I know that's not a Cyclops? Because... Actually, no, it is a Cyclops. It looked like two eyes zoomed out. It really looked like two eyes. But no, I see it now. No, it's a Cyclops. My mistake. Alright! Wow. See, these are fresh corpses, not ancient ones, or they'd have rotted away to skeletons. I guess I'll just start by testing the waters. Wow. Okay, that might be a bit of a problem. These look like they're going to be difficult. But I didn't have time to summon a bunch of stuff. Feed them to the wolves! Alright, let's see. What else should I do? Well, they're not going to be affected by hideous laughter. Man, I need all these buffs. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I'm just going to start with an Inspire Courage. Okay, let's see. Next. My stupid rogue. You can't sneak attack these things, and personally, I don't want you anywhere near them. Also, you're stuck in the middle of the pack. Haha. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Time to get serious. Hey, there's a dog there. That should have provoked an attack of opportunity when you move past it. I'll teach you. Alright. Alright, let's see. How about a lightning bolt? It's working. We're getting through them. I like how they're just kind of, their animation makes them seem kind of like they're staggered all the time. Did I even give you a bow? I guess a crossbow's as good as anything for you. Okay, maybe... it wasn't the best attack, but whatever. Pooh. Alright, Jolteon, what are we going to do with you? I think the leopard can take it. Alright! And we seem to have solved this problem. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, did it just bite the dog to death? I mean, it is a zombie, but I expected it to fight with its axe, maybe. So I am. Come on, guys, you can hit this thing. Fine, I'll throw an acid dart. Oh, come on, guys. It's practically dead already. I mean, it is dead already. It's a zombie. Thank you. Hooray for the big cat. No, don't cutscene me. I want to see what else is over here. Where did they come from? The man you just saved catches his breath and smiles brightly, as if he hadn't just zigzagged away from his pursuers, and led them straight into my party. His clothing and equipment are an odd mix of quality, durable items, and pompous decorative items. Even his shirt seems cut specifically to provide an unobstructed view of his chest, which is adorned with 2 golden chains. Ah, Baron Varn, your grace! What fortunate meeting you here! Until now, I have only met unpleasant guests in my morning escapades. He smiles warmly at the stranger, and extends a hand of friendship as to an equal. He also stands in such a way as to capture the stranger's attention while not blocking your view or Cephal's. Greetings, and you are? Hey there, Buster. Now you're not missed much. We just started. That was the first encounter of the day. William Gunderson, your grace. Scientist, traveler, and researcher of antiquities at your service. It's a pleasure to see my barony attract such educated people, and it's most regrettable that they must face such difficulties. Where did that creature come from? I've no idea. I certainly wasn't mucking around with cursed idols. I certainly wasn't stealing the treasure of burial tombs. No, I was just enjoying the view and taking notes. Yes, of course. When that ill-mannered Stimpleton stepped into the light, I politely asked him to step aside and allow me to finish, but he wouldn't listen. And when I turned around, I knew he couldn't have, for zombies have as much reason as manners. I win this roll. Bloop. While Mager entertains the traveler in conversation, you carefully examine his gears and clothes. The first thing that strikes your attention... It's what? I literally told it. I entered in the name of the game. YouTube. First thing that strikes your attention is the intricate yellow Jade Bracelet on his wrist. You can tell by his ragged state that Willis has been on the road for at least a few days, and indeed, from all appearances, mostly off-road. Boy, it's being super stingy with the XP, isn't it? The bracelet looks carved from a whole piece of jade of unusual hue. Even from a distance, you can see the patterns that decorate it, obviously signs of the relic's origin. The item came from the Ancient Cyclops Empire, but what is it doing here, and how did this hapless traveler acquire it? Well, now, this Cyclops is much more polite, isn't he? I mean, But this is the more easy option, so this one is probably gonna yield a better result now, isn't it? Oh no, the Baron's diary isn't happening right now. We're in the DLC. At the end of the DLC, Simulacrum here will send the Baron a report. He might send more than one report during the course of it, I don't know yet. But I can guarantee he'll send at least one good report at the end of the DLC. I have no idea how long the DLC is, so I can't really say much more. I'm gonna go with this one. Ah, you won't find a better specialist in ancient treasures on either side of Tors of Lebanese? I have no idea what the hell that is. Ah, this knick-knack is my latest find. I found it by a river shore, and it would seem the water washed it out of some ancient burial mound. No doubt it's very ancient and may have serious scientific value. I haven't dated it precisely yet. You must understand, such things take time, but I swear Desna herself guided my hand. This is quite interesting. The Barony doesn't yet boast of its scientific achievements, but I think we could find a specialist who would be able to determine the bracelet's origin. If this is a precious item, your efforts in finding it will be generously rewarded. Here, take this as an advance. Where did you say it was found? By the river? I'm only happy to help in any way I can, Baron Varn. With your connections, we'll surely discover the origins of this find, and meanwhile, I may employ my time on something just as useful. Did you know that besides scientific articles, I also write fiction? Oh, and I cannot pass up the opportunity to write about the exploits of the Varling host, and chronicle your first steps as a Baron. You wouldn't mind, would you? You know what I love about this paragraph? I also write fiction. Therefore, I cannot pass up the opportunity to talk about how great you are. That's a translation of what this last a couple sentences. Man! Nudge, nudge, Mr. Rogue, this is your moment to be offended, mortally offended at this guy. So long as they don't ask me to sit for my portrait. I was born to a noble family, so my childhood was wasted in sitting with my mother and brothers for a train of grand portraits, and I was only spared the torture after I covered my waistcoat in tar and lit my pretty feathered beret on fire. So long as you'll spare me such torments, Willis, I don't mind what you do. You should find some place to settle in Varnhold and get to work. I will send word when I receive news about the bracelet. As you wish, your grace. It was a pleasure dealing with you. Okay, get it, guys. Let's begin tracking his footsteps back to the place he got that bracelet from. There's probably more treasure. Well, that went well. Of course, the lad is lying through his teeth, and we got more from him than we might have hoped. Why did you invite this Gunderson to Varnhold anyway? Do we really need even more foolish treasure hunters in this backwater? Dude, this is the first time I find myself disagreeing with you, Cephal. Seriously, the more treasure hunters, the more treasure flows through our city. That is a source of it's a foundation for our future economic success. We have to tax somebody. Are you going to get all your money from the fishermen? Oh, great. Look, we got 6 half fishes this week. Boy, we're just rolling in cash now. My mercenary gut. 9 times out of 10, when my gut tells me to keep my eyes peeled, the situation is about to get bad. Of course, there's always the 10th time, and my gut is merely predicting a severe hangover. But I don't think this is the case this time. Maybe Gunderson really is just a charming chatterbox and he ran into that dead Cyclops by accident, and maybe this bracelet is a simple piece of jewelry, but something about this in the story just doesn't sit right. Oh, you think? He's supposed to be a rogue. He's supposed to know this crap. Darr. Darr. There's not an intelligent choice presented to me. Only the most obvious. I agree. Perhaps we will find a Cyclops treasure around the corner. This does not alter the fact our leader continues to leap at every shadow and makes a fool of himself for random passing strangers instead of focusing on important matters, such as engaging in the barony's politics. Why is the mage telling the rogue about politics? Rogues should be able to live and breathe politics. Ah, didn't I tell you, Cepho? There's something wrong here. No kidding. The key oh, wow, that was worth 720. There wasn't even a skill check that time. The last one was 22 XP. Key nose and an eagle eye. I hope that dead Cyclops is not the only thing that crawled out of wherever that lad stole this bracelet. What a story. We've hardly solved our problems with the centaurs, and we've already got a whole new riddle, and a personal chronicle along with it. We should look more closely at his paltry rhymes, Cephal. Take the bracelet and see what you can make of it, Simulacrum. Keep an eye out for our new friend. Visit him in Varnhold when you have the time. Maybe you'll manage to pry something else out of him. Yes, well, now I have to dump some treasure again. No, don't do that. Dump. Something's gotta go. I guess it's gonna be one of this. Where's the new bracelet that we got? The Cyclops bracelet we were just talking about. It does not appear to exist, in fact. Oh. Normally these random encounters don't have treasure. Let's explore a little. Wow. A pair of kukri just lying around. As well as some coal, apparently. Are any more Cyclopean zombies in the area, perhaps? Oh, nightmare skeletons. Oh, I see. Delightful. I should have learned to summon. Oh, well. Oh, there's a dead guy there, too. I've still got most of my munitions intact. Oh, shit! Didn't see that coming, though. You threw your only lightning, did you? Well... Huh. Still shoot that. Ow. That actually hurt lots. Yeah, that's just not gonna cut it. We need a real summon on him. Can you get away with this? I don't think you can. Pity. Well... no surprise there. A leopard. Okay, now here this one comes. Good. Alright, I think we've gotten through this encounter. Ow! Well, could have been worse. Alright, excellent. Oh, wow. Okay, now it's fine. I'd like to summon Nature's Ally 1, please. Oh, right, it doesn't have any other options. Okay, right, just a mite. Good. Shoot the person with the large shield, please. As they place shield wall over there. Once again, archers do seem to be the weakness in the strategy of Greece. Yeah, just keep shooting at that, why don't you? Oh, hey, this is still alive. I thought I beat this. You can do it, leopard. Ah, it made it! Cool. Come on, somebody. Wow. This is not working. There. Ah. Hopefully this will stop you from shooting arrows now. Where's obscuring mist? That's what we need. Tired of this archer killing us. Come on, there are 3 things that you should be provoking attacks of opportunity from. I surrounded you for a reason. Finally. All that for a silver spoon. The javelin's worth 0. That's amazing. Alright, fine. Check the corpse. Suppose that's worth a tiny bit. Gonna have to drop something else off. We need a merchant, and we need that merchant badly. Alright, if there's any other trouble, we need to buff ourselves before the fight this time. But I don't think there is. I think that's gotta be everything. Maybe another hidden treasure. Well, hey, rations. And a fine feather. Ah, the rations are too heavy. But you know what? I'm okay with it. There you go. Get over there. Come on, guys. Get your butts over here. Okay, we're gonna have to decide what we dump off in the morning. Now, if we get attacked, we'll have all of our spells back. I still had most of my lightning bolts, actually. Plus, we're fully healed, which is always a plus. And the arrows start flying. And hey, look at that. They can suddenly carry what they're carrying. Very good. I guess that doesn't count. I gotta go here. Okay, fine. Move your butt. Move, move, move. Oh, you're so slow. Why are you so slow? Hold up. Hold up. Not the auto pause. No, where is it? This is quick movement being on. This is quick movement, apparently. I see. Is that how it is then? Yeah, leave the treasure. I hate leaving treasure. Just get over there. Just get over there. Don't play around. Just get over there. Don't get distracted by the mountains. I'm going. Now you, my dear readers, have finally learned how I, Willis Gunderson, author of this tale, first entered the acquaintance of Baron Varn and his companions, but as much as I would like to delve into this remarkable meeting, I must remind myself that by no means am I the main character of this book. Perhaps one day it will occur to Baron Varn or the General to mention me in their memoirs, for surely our encounter must have made an impression upon them as well. As fate would have it, the party has another adventure before returning to Varnhold. Having decided to take a shortcut, they find themselves in an area with strange furrows which crisscross the ground here and there. Baron Varn and his companions are cautious and approach unnoticed as a young centaur whoop and leap from one furrow to another. After a moment, Baron Varn prepares to call out to the creature. The call comes in the nick of time. The centaur freezes and turns towards the party. That very same moment, the jaws of a great monster emerge from the earth, right where the centaur would have stepped, should he have continued that way. Oh, is it a boulette? A land shark? With barely a glance, the seasoned Varling host recognized the monster as a land shark, a sleek predator, which attacks its prey from under the ground. Baron Varn takes up the sword, steadfastly set on settling the matter himself. It's an ambush predator and a ridiculous set of jaws. The damage on it, I used them once and was actually surprised at just how much damage this thing's jaws can do. Guess he better rely on stealth. Stealth check fail! Okay, well that's on the rogue being useless again. Alas, the party's efforts were not sufficient to save the hapless youth. The beast finishes the poor creature before the party can save him. The heroes of Varnling host attack the beast in rage, but it immediately senses the threat and quickly hides itself underground before the mortal blow can be dealt. Its flight has the doom of inevitability, and it disappears into the unyielding earth. After exchanging a few sharp words with Cephal, Baron Varn insists the poor centaur be given a proper burial. That's a pity. He just forgets about the centaur. I turned off that function. That function was in there somewhere where it slows you down for carrying a lot of stuff, and I shut that off. I just don't know where it is. But somewhere in the options, there was a thing that said, would you like to move slower if you're carrying stuff? And I was like, not unless I'm actually overburdened on my weight. Because that's the stupidest thing in the world, to be sitting around waiting. I'd have no idea where the option was. It was in there somewhere, and I checked it on my main file. Maybe the DLC decided to forget I said that. Now, if I'm actually over my carry capacity, then I understand. I'm like, okay, fair enough. But a heavy load? Nah. After a daring raid into the lands, the wild centaur... Okay, yeah, I know about that. I just did that. Thank you. Can I sell craft now? Kajurdi approaches Varn. A wince crosses her grim face, but she speaks not a word, and instead hands him a document. I appear to not have audio again. Or perhaps it's mute. It's too quiet. The other day it was blaring insanely loudly and I had to turn it way down. Today it's too quiet. Well, there we go. Problem solved.
Hagar, what does this mean? Tell me, what am I to make of this?
It's under difficulty. Oh. Go away. Okay, difficulty. Here it is. Yeah. Bullshit. I understand if I'm overburdened. But otherwise, that can just go away.
I sent some much-needed aid to our neighbors in the Shrike Hills. They're our only possible allies in the coming carnage.
Carnage?
Cephal, I know your opinion, but be realistic. The Aldori are not our friends. We can't count on them for help if something happens. We're expendable.
You will not preach realism to me, you naive boy. Yes, we are bargaining chips to them. That is exactly what I'm basing my politics on. A delicate contraption which you are smashing to bits. War will come to Breville, even you can see that. But as long as it hasn't yet begun, you can scarcely do better than pretending to be the Eldori's most loyal vassals.
I don't know if I want a neighbor who behaves like this. They wouldn't believe this. Both of them would disagree with this choice. They're not naive enough to fall for that. We'll go with this one.
And how are you going to manage that? Perhaps Varnhold will grow a pair of legs and we shall ride it to the other end of Avestan. Or maybe we will erect sails across the barony and sail far, far away from Brevoy. No.
Okay.
You don't think it will work? And stop dreaming of isolating the country. We're already a part of this game, and we will not be able to leave it when the smoke clears from the final battlefield. Listen to me carefully, you three. Yes, Harry, this involves you too. Things are looking bad. First, the land here is fertile, but its most bountiful crop is Cyclopes graves. Second, it shares a border with the Ovaria, well known for its epidemics. Gods forbid the wind carries the next plague here. Settlers are reluctant to come here as it is. I can scarcely blame them.
I mean, that's not exactly how plagues work, but it's not like I'd expect you guys to know how sicknesses spread, so...
Do not become too attached to Varnhold. This is but a stepping stone. Our real prize lies to the west.
No.
But what does Varn do? He sends them gifts. Better to send them assassins. Without their Baron, the Shrike Hills would descend into a struggle for power, and Silverstep and the Canelands would fall to us soon after.
Cephalus, as much as I'd like him to be mine, I think he might be a little too effective, a little too dangerous. There's already a wedge between these two. Perhaps the gap can be widened.
Such villainy!
Do not interrupt your regent, Varn, or relieve me of the position this instant. Now, what is the most important thing here? The Aldori are afraid of unleashing war. They know that if they tried to separate from Brevoy without some kind of outside support, the Sotova would crush them. So, we must convince them that we are their most loyal allies. We will stoke the Aldori into an uprising. When the unrest kicks up, we shall strike them in the back and make them fight on two fronts. While you, your grace, were drinking wine at the feast, I was busy acquiring a map of Navatka's Crossing. Look at these fortifications. If we could seize this town, we'd win a significant piece of Brevik land along with it. After we've assisted the Sotova in hanging the Aldori on the gates, they would allow us to keep part of what we have seized as a reward. Then we will have peace and prosperity.
Get out of my sight, Sephel. Get out! Never would the name of Magar Varn be tarred with such abominable villainy. It never happened while I was leader of a mercenary party, and won't happen now that I'm Baron.
Hey, Sephel. The Baron to the west could use a capable advisor like you. Very much so. To Magar. Oh, you're absolutely right. Don't work with that guy. Throw him out. Yes, yes.
Great Asmodeus, what did I do to deserve this punishment? Why do I deal with you at all? I should have taken my share and retired a long time ago. I'll be off somewhere soon enough. To Absalom or Cheliax. I shall read books on the porch and drink wine, while you do whatever you want. Burn the city down and get yourself killed. Come to me later. We need to talk.
I can't believe my ears. Must the history of our country begin with such villainy? Oh, Sephel. Well, let the old devil cool off. I'll talk to him later. Is that all, Kiardi?
Kiardi, okay.
I see. So, we've got a revolutionary from Galt on our hands. A tavern keeper writes us. She saw the revolutionary walking around, stirring up the people for an uprising.
Already? You just got here!
Well, you're the general. You go and deal with it. Talk to the tavern keeper. Find out where to look for this instigator. Well, far be it from me to teach you how to do your job. When you finish, report back to me. By the gods, what a worry. Uprisings, intrigues, these damn letters. That Gunderson and his bracelet. And the Baron has to see to all of that, and listen to everyone's complaints while he's at it. What a nuisance.
Okay. What's up? Oh, my Maker, I'm so angry with him. Why do I bother? I should have left the party after that idiocy in Ustalav. Or at least after the debacle in Mivon. If I had any sense, I would have never gotten involved at all. Well, where's the... You said come see you. Alright, yes, that pumped-up fool Varn is going to destroy the barony faster than we can build it. An alliance with our western neighbor is madness. And now, he is sending them gifts. He takes resources we work so hard to obtain, and which are so scarce around here, and gives them away freely to our principal adversary. Ah, maybe it really is better that I retire. Why should I stand and watch as everything I have built over the years crumbles to ruin? I know not what to do with him, or even how to talk to him. Tell me, what do you think of all this madness? Oh, the Baron to the west definitely has thoughts of conquering this, befriending this, barony of yours. No, this man is too dangerous to be in charge of my neighbor. No, definitely not. No. Either I can entice him away to join my barony, or I'll go with this one. Yes, this is true. But if we do enter an alliance with them against the Eldari, then we will never take Silverstep, and I do so wish to have a mansion on its shores. You know Varn, he is not the kind to make alliances only to backstab later. He's a rogue. Backstabbing is exactly what he does. Perhaps we should send an instigator to our neighbors to persuade them to attack us first, to give us cause for annexation. I need to think. I cannot see any point in keeping that loafer in the capital. To hear him singing about his questionable feats in the tavern and flirting with anything that moves. People like him can be helpful out there in the ruins where they crawl around discovering interesting facts and useful items. I would give him a half-empty purse, perhaps even a bit of magical gear, then send him back out on the road. If fortune favored him, he might return with something interesting. I don't know, man. Magical gear is expensive. You want to give away magical gear? Just give him the coin purse. It's worth way less. I am none too hopeful. At least not till Varn gets his head straight. It starts learning to see things like a politician, not a brawler. The experience of our shared ventures does not reassure me. Need I remind you how we hunted the Noose, that infamous witch? This is the kind of thing you see a lot in fiction. You get something that doesn't make any sense. There we go, that's better. Well, I admit it ended well, considering how foolish our initial plan was. You will recall that I insisted we wait for support from the Galton scouts before we attacked the witch, but Varn offered to use himself as bait and put on a bit of theater. The party's betrayal, his surrender to the enemy. If I remember, he called you out for the carnage, never stopping to consider that his insane plan was the cause. Using a party's leader as bait, risking havoc in case of his death, it was completely insane. And that sums up Varn. He is capable of great insights and bright ideas, but he risks too much and has no sense of consequences. I cannot vouch for the fate of Varnhold if he does not rein it in. Well, it seems to have ended with him having a throne, so can't be all bad. Of cows and other political matters. Later. All things later. Right now, shop. Need sell. Honestly, considering what I'm looking at in this hovel, I don't see how you're gonna conquer your next door neighbor, the Western Baron. He actually built walls around all of his cities, you know. Okay, so he doesn't have an army of trolls, much to his chagrin, but he apparently has at least a few kobolds on his side. Those can be annoying. Ding! 80! Oh, wow. 69.9 pounds of junk. Alright, let's see. I don't need this. Don't need that. Feather step. Huh. No. No, no, no. 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 Let's see. Nope. Mage armor's good. Okay, this useful. Potentially useful. Okay, let's see. Dump, dump, dump. I couldn't find masterwork, composite bows. Meanwhile, over here... Man, I wish I could just use this shop with my main barony. What was I doing with leather armor still? I thought I got rid of all that. Alright, there we go. Much better. Okay. What do you guys have for sale now that I have all this cash? What do you have for sale? You know, a wand of acid arrow might be of use. A wand of false life isn't bad. Wand of haste? Wow, this one's expensive as all hell. Spit venom. Causes blindness for only a round. And some poisoning. Oh, a wand of stone skin. Oh, well. I wonder how many of us could actually use that. That one might be something I need. But it's spendy. Scrolls. Maybe I should just buy piles of scrolls. They are good in such variety. Ah, but what about this thing? 3 spells per day maximized. 3 maximized spells a day. The quickened one would be even better, but I can't afford it, of course. I think I might go with maximized lightning bolts 3 times a day. That sounds really good. I'm gonna take that. Alright, let's see. So, the Primal Sorcerer. These are caster level 1. Let's get rid of this. All of this, in fact. You're gonna use this. Where'd he go? Don't walk around while I'm selling you crap. You will take all my garbage. Alright. I feel so much better now. I am ready for adventure. Now that I emptied my Hippo treasure. Who is Gekor? Well, I can't talk to him apparently. Let's check our journal real fast. Of cows and other matters of political importance. Okay. Okay. Well, to the tavern. Zombie Jester? Wait, he doesn't look undead. 10 Adventures, the Splendid William Gunderson in Absalon. Okay. He seems to have mostly be about his escapades with the ladies. Eh. The bar stands for you, looking really bizarre. Blah 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 blah. Oh wait, here we go. Now it seems I'm still alive. Okay, yep. Well, that's weird. Alright, you dude. Ah, there you are, my lord. What a pleasure it is to see you again. Oh, I'm quite the boring person. Boredom has led me to learn a dozen ancient languages, decipher a trove of magical manuscripts and chronicles, and riddle out the locations they mention, and the relics hidden there. In between these rather boring tasks, I've written a few brilliant novels and a dozen or so poems. Indeed, I had to flee to this backwater from my admirers and fans. I do hope no one here knows the name of Willis Gunderson, or I shall have to flee again. Fame, I'm afraid, is the most boring thing in the world. I was led here by some information I discovered while translating the writings of an ancient stone panel. It was a heavy granite slab the size of a door, but a mere pocket notebook for the ones who made their marks on it. The Ancient Cyclops. It was they who wrote the inscriptions on the slab. Ancient Cyclopses, unlike today's poor savages, were darkly clever. They maintained their brilliant civilization through dreadful magic. Nothing terribly significant. It described Cyclops settlements across the tors of Lebanese, and mentioned that incredible magic treasures had been stored here in the past, but that was 1,000 years ago, and there's scant a chance of finding anything remains today. Even the bracelet I found is hardly more than a valuable knick-knack, but even so, Even if I don't find any real artifacts, I will continue my search in the name of science. Oh, well, we're well beyond that. I've already started. Your comrades from the Varnling hosts already gave me all the background I need to flesh out the first few chapters. I am still thinking of a title, but the chapter about your encounter with the centaurs near the city of Hollow Eyes will be called Ripples on the Water. Poetic, relevant to the location, and it foreshadows mysterious events to come. I heard that Jubilost Northropple was visiting your western neighbors. I don't know anyone who still attends his lectures or reads his articles. The obnoxious gnome can never manage to do without making sarcastic jokes at the expense of his own audience. But never mind. How unfair would it be if a well-known publicist showed interest in one newborn barony while leaving its neighbor, our sweet and slightly wild Varnhold, out in the cold? Do you know how lucky you are that Willis Gunderson himself has paid Varnhold a visit? Well, this was rude, my good lord. You might at least have pretended to be just as impressed by me as by him, but fine, as you please. Willis Gunderson has yet to show what he is worth. You will be the assistant to the main character, Baron Varn. Oh, but don't despair. Usually supporting characters are loved all the more, and they get into all sorts of fun that a main character simply couldn't be forgiven for. You know what, Simulacrum? I think you'll make the most charming character in the book, and after its smashing success, they'll be begging me for more. Perhaps I'll make you the main character in the series. It's funny, we can just name me Simulacrum and everyone takes that to be a name. I suppose they haven't discovered some of the arcane secrets on the surface. Well, it makes my job easier. Oh, indeed I have. Ha! I was just telling my friends about that touching sign of friendship and affection that Baron Varn showed to me when these troublemakers came in with their silly talk. I had to spend a few minutes explaining to the lady how ridiculous her messages were and how disgusting it is how she expresses them. Then I told her, so then the troublemaker ran out of the tavern. She's not going to risk crossing paths with me again. I suspect she's on her way back to Galt. You know, General, scientific discussions are my weakness. You probably meant a conversation about antiquities, or a conversation about antiquities. Now, I'm most curious as to the scientific approach you prefer. Something intricate, perhaps, with lengthy preparations and a wide range of methods? Or does a straightforward approach suit you better? I don't fully understand. I think that this conversation is coming on to him. The narcissistic lunatic? No. We have other matters to attend to. What did you guys sell again? Please tell me you have something of value in this store. Oh, I do need the... Oh, right. I never bought any of these. I was short on money. Alright, let's see. Chocolate, herbs, eel, honey, sweet syrup. Boy, a lot of things. Alright, we'll grab some chocolate. 2 pieces. That should... Fine. You know what? They're not expensive. I mean, it's ridiculously expensive. 220 gold? You could buy healing potions for the price of a little bit of chocolate. Of course, it's probably the real stuff that you can't actually buy these days. No, seriously, you can't buy real chocolate very easily. I mean, it's out there, but like... This is not chocolate. They write milk chocolate on it, but there's like almost no actual chocolate in it. Very low content. The expensive stuff will have actual cocoa beans in it. But most chocolate you buy, it's most candies, they're not real chocolate. Boy, am I really burning almost $3,000 on this? I feel like it's a terrible waste. Also, I should buy a crap ton of this. Yeah, that seems fair. There we go. Oh, well. Now I can do all of that. Hopefully, one of those will actually be worth eating, because I did burn more money than I should have on all that. But this is what's important. It's an odd number of supplies, but you know what? I don't care. It's plenty. I did not mean to do that. Oh well, I did that. What I meant to do was check my journal. Where would this troublemaker be? If she left the tavern... Oh, hey, look, graffiti. Down with the tyrant. We will win. Hey, that could very well be the appropriate spelling for win in the local area. The actual spellings of words weren't determined until Webster came along and put them in a book. Until then, spellings were variable, at least in English. Up with the revolution. She supposedly comes from a place of free thinkers and highly educated people. Story checks out. She thinks freely about how to spell words. Okay, well, I've run out of places to go, so what do you think, journal? Oh, shit, I should have talked to the tavern keeper and to the fisherman. Okey-doke. I didn't talk to the tavern keeper about it. How'd I miss that cue? Yes, scumbag. We've seen a lot like her. She wandered in here, talking about tyranny and justice, when she was just looking for something to steal. She came in with a small group. I think they were from the farm that's near the town. Sat here for a long time, saying things that made me sick to hear. First they were talking about Igdash the sorcerer, saying he was a bloodsucker, tricking the simple people. They talked about how to get into the armory to get some weapons. They decided they couldn't manage it. Too many guards. But then they remembered there would be pitchforks and scythes in the barn. In the end, they started talking to people, trying to stir up a riot. But nobody would listen. I showed them to the door and sent word to the treasurer right away. I don't know where they went. I think they said something about fishermen on the river. Do something with her for Desna's sake. Kick her so hard she rolls back to Galt. Otherwise she'll wind up some fools and they'll burn down the whole town. We'll talk to the people, but you best go find out where she is and what she's doing. Some people just want to watch the world burn, eh? Well, that's okay. If they're trying to find pitchforks to use, they can't be that well armed or equipped. I can probably get a couple of our guys to simply wipe them out, throw them in the river. Yes. Rabble-rousers like that. Boy, this peasant seems to be having problems, doesn't he? She. It. Oh well. Yeah, where are these fishermen I'm supposed to talk to, though? All I see are guards everywhere. And peasants everywhere. Fishermen. Fishy people. Great. Guard. You know, I should probably check on this guard. Start preparing. You'll have some more, you'll have some more customers shortly. Don't worry, we'll pay you well for your work. Seriously, the number of guards we have seems to almost outnumber the peasants. Well then. There. Yeah, I think the guards do outnumber the peasants, or very nearly. Maybe I'll find some fishermen over here. No? What? Where's the entrance to the place where I was... Oh, there it is. Hey ho! Wow, I can't report anything, apparently. Okay. What do you want me to do? I can't find the fisherman. Apparently. I can't leave the town. I'm trapped until I find the fisherman. I found unconscious guards, stolen weapons. What more do you want? Yeah, sorry, I did pick my pockets clean, but it's alright. Pocket's not a belly. If they cut it, you can stitch it up and fill it again. But the things she stole won't be good for her. No, they won't. She's inviting trouble on herself. Silly girl. Okay. I'll just talk to every peasant and guard, I guess, because there's nobody labeled fisherman. It's super annoying because they'd be in this corner if they existed. But they don't seem to exist. Peasant. Guard. Peasant. Oh. Okay. Well, a place I could call home and twitch out. I don't know what that guy's on, but it terrifies me. Journal, what do you want from me? Okay. I don't know what I'm looking for. Why I can't talk to some of these people. Nothing. Nothing. Talking to everyone. A classic RPG staple. Was Nintendo Power's #1 tip of all time. At one point. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get anything for all that. Yeah, I probably should pour a healing potion on her or something. I don't know what I'm looking for, honestly. I suppose I'll make one more round of the tavern and then back to the castle, and if nothing comes up, I'll just Google it. Reports the Baron what the Bard said? Wait, what? Was that what I meant? No. No, not related. Don't care. Repeat the tavern again, but so I had to go back to the tavern keeper. I see. You hear voices and the clinking of iron from outside. Looks like a mob has gathered near the tavern. Oh, wow. They managed to gather an angry mob. What can we say? That's just what the peasants do sometimes. And turns pale and reaches for the crossbow she keeps hidden under the counter. Looks like we won't have to go looking for her after all. Come on, General. Let's give it to these scoundrels. Face the flames. I mean, our guys are better armed. Okay, we found all the troublemakers here. These are all the people who cause problems in this town. All the unrest. But one must be careful. Simply executing them en masse could enrage other people who dislike such things. Oh, does it? Hold on a second. Let me take a peek. Ah! Corrected. Okay, there we go. Typed it in. The situation is growing heated. Varn's guards, their weapons drawn, stand opposite to a group of settlers who are yelling revolutionary slogans. See some local fishermen among them. There's a half-orc woman in the front row, wearing a bright cape and shaking her weapon. Obviously not from around here. Down with tyranny! We will not be treated like cattle. You can't enslave us. So what system of government are you advocating? Oh, the same, except you're in charge? Calm down now. Here's the General of His Grace Varn. I'm sure he'll deal with your problems. so we can all go home peacefully. She doesn't speak for them. I'm going to talk to them. The problem is the autocracy of the tyrant. Yeah, there we go. It's just, no, shut up. You're not even from around here. You're not even going to be recognized. No. Here's the whole story, General. We're from Brevoy, and we're tired of working for Sertova, so we decided to try our luck out here in this new land. So we built a farm a couple miles from Varnhold and started settling in. It was going good, too, but then pestilence struck the cows. They can't even stand the poor things. Their eyes are dull, and they're frothing at the lips. We sent word to His Grace. The Baron did promise to help us, but we got no reply. He didn't even send a doctor or a bloody scroll. We wanted to forget it and seek our fortune elsewhere, but then this one came. Her name is Leonta Michaud. She's from Galt. She said the Baron doesn't care about us and wasn't going to help. That all he's good for is taking taxes. She said we should go make some noise, stomp our feet, then maybe His Grace will pay heed to our troubles. Ah, the squeaky wheel gets the grease strategy. Not exactly what she's trying to do, but... Also, I just realized Galt, a nation of free thinkers and radicals. I get it now. Ha. Huh. Dozens of governments rising and falling like waves on a stormy sea. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, then. Yes, and there's holes in our boats. Can't catch any fish like that, but the Baron doesn't care. He loves to eat fish, I'm sure, but he's never held a fishing pole in his whole life. Anti-elitist, I see. That's not good for those of us who want to be the elitists. Kings, barons, earls! Ordinary people are cattle to the nobility. We will not allow this new state to become yet another prison for the people, who groan under the yoke of tyranny. We demand that Varn relinquishes power, proclaim these lands a people's republic, and gather a constituent assembly. No, it's a reference. Oh dear. Okay. So... this shows up a lot and gets referenced a lot. You ever play BioShock? You know the villain Andrew Ryan and the whole Atlas and everything else going on in there? All of that's a reference to the book Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand, a rather famous author who wrote a bunch of crap. What was it? The Virtue of Selfishness, Atlas Shrugged, and Fountainhead. Anyway, who is John Galt is repeated over and over and over and over throughout Atlas Shrugged. And John Galt is, like, you know, it's a specific character and it's a big deal. And it means certain things in the context of the book. So when you have a land literally named Galt, and then you say, oh yeah, that's full of the free thinkers and stuff, you go, I see. Like when we played that detective game, oh shit, what was the name of it? But they had a villain who was following that philosophy. It showed up in all things in Dungeons. Oh shit, what was it called? I like the game so much. The cartoony roguelike one. I can't think of the name of it right now, but they had a medal in the game, which was specifically a reference to Atlas Shrugged again. Like, you see it all over the place. Well. Anyway. I'm not going to get into a philosophy, particular of this author. It is, let's say, highly controversial. She has her followers. She has the people who intensely dislike her ideas, and it's not hard to see why why she would be so controversial. Yeah. Free thinker, let's go with that as a polite way, but it carries certain things, certain anti-government sentiments against taxation and certain other things. Calling it a libertarian philosophy would be very inaccurate, but it would get you in the ballpark of what they're talking about. So these people from Galt coming in being anti-authoritarian, and this one obviously isn't too intelligent. We can see that from her writing. So this lady that we're particularly dealing would be a student of a more libertarian philosophy. I don't know that she'd ask for a people's republic. That's... But anyway. Yeah, no. It's... They're saying things philosophically, or at least using the dressing of philosophies here. So it's like I at least have some idea of what school of thought I'm dealing with once I realized, of course. So, anyway. Yeah, BioShock was interesting. It's a really cool setting. It's a really, really cool setting. And they definitely did some cool stuff with it. I don't think that they fully understood it. It might be incredibly arrogant of me to say this, because I'm not even a proponent of the philosophy, but I don't think they understood the philosophy that they were showing the weaknesses of. Because the game kind of shows you how the philosophy wouldn't work in reality, except Andrew Ryan repeatedly violates the philosophy that he's supposedly holding to. So maybe someday I'll play the game as a Let's Play and get into some of the nitty-gritty. I'd have to brush up on it. God, I can't even think of the name that she called it. It was like... I can't think of the name she calls her philosophy that they still follow. It's like basically... It's basically like reality. Like, this is the way the world is, and you deal with it as it is. The short version is they're very conservative, atheist, anti-government. Okay, so maybe not really conservative exactly. It's a philosophy. It's a whole school of thought that if you were to follow it, everything would kind of make sense and click together nicely, and you'd have a nice black and white morality to look at the world through. It shares the weaknesses of many such philosophies where now the world is black and white and they can't see, philosophies are dangerous. Philosophies are dangerous. I've encountered more than a few of them. I find them fascinating, but while it gives you a really awesome framework to look at the world through once you can understand a philosophy and look through that lens, they're also, dangerous because you've reduced everything to, black and white stuff. And when I say philosophy, people are of course going to go, well, what about all the philosophies that look at the world as, in the abstract? What about postmodernism? That's a philosophy. Yeah, I know. That's not exactly the ones I'm talking about. But anyway. Yeah. They're anti-taxation, so they believe that a government should provide a military and services to enforce contracts, and libertarianism is going to give you the ballpark, okay? I'm not going to get into the details. If you look at what a libertarian believes, it's going to be kind of in that zone, okay? And if anybody who actually is a big fan of her work hears that, they're going to yell at me and go, no! But I'm not going to try to get it to break down something. I would have to brush up on it myself, because It's been years. Okay? It's been years. And I'm not a student of hers. Okay? I can tell you about a dozen philosophies in general terms, but I probably can't pin down exactly, precisely on any of them in the kind of detail that an actual follower of them would be satisfied with. Personally, I find the most fascinating one to be the Transcendentalists. It made no sense to me when it was originally explained. Oh, they just believe in instincts. They follow their instincts. What? That's not a philosophy? What the hell? That's not a thing. What are you talking about? Romanticist. Oh, I understand that. Yeah, emotion. Rationalist. Oh, of course. Logic, reason. I understand that. Transcendentalist. What the hell is that? And then you actually encounter the writings of a Transcendentalist who are just going, yes, yes, and always follow your gut. Always follow your gut. Listen to your gut. And you're like, oh, yeah, there is a kind of person who does that. Yeah. And then you start looking at it, you're like, actually, no, this makes sense. I can understand this kind of person. And being a writer, you need to understand a lot of different philosophies. Few things are as infuriating as when you're reading a great novel and they introduce a character, they try to introduce a philosophy that they don't agree with, and they just butcher it. And you're just like, I don't even agree with this person, but you're obviously strawmanning them because you don't understand them. So you gotta try to understand where different people come from. It actually makes it harder to be judgmental, too, when you can see where people are coming from. Because then when you talk to people and they want to tell you things that you know are not correct, or at least don't align with your own worldview at all, you can put yourself in their shoes and go, yeah, I think you're wrong, but I understand why you think you're right. And it's a lot harder to get... I mean, you can still get angry. You can still argue with people. It'll still happen, but less often, I think. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Yes. That is true. My gosh. Man. I could give a whole... I don't do politics, but I could give a lecture on the word liberal and liberalism. Classic liberalism that came out of, well, it came out of rationalism. It came out of kind of the Industrial Revolution and the Enlightenment. The Enlightenment, that would be the better way to put it. John Locke, I've read quite a bit. And some of the other philosophies going around at the time that classic liberalism was fighting against. The patriarcha. Now there was a piece of dog shit. My gosh. Anytime somebody talks about the patriarchy, they've never read the patriarcha. They have literally no idea what that philosophy was. They don't know that it was an actual philosophy. It was an actual school of thought that the monarchies promoted. Even queens promoted it because it benefited the monarchy. And then, modern liberal... Oh my gosh, so many times when people say liberal, they don't mean liberal. They mean politically on the left. Well, there's a lot of things politically on the left. Also, I know the French Revolution, the left and the right, and all that stuff, but there are so many different philosophies that do not align with either side of the political field. I don't know. I don't want to be a guy that does political videos, because once you do that, you'll never escape. And there's an infinite nuance. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you source. People are going to disagree with you, and they're going to madly tell you that you're an idiot, angrily yell at you. Doesn't matter doesn't matter. There's no pleasing anyone. Well, okay, you can please a group of people, but there's like, you cannot even get people to agree on terms anymore. And liberal is the #1 thing that people won't agree with you on, no matter, just people have different ideas. That word, we might as well stop using that word because it's dead. It has come to mean too many different things to too many different people. And at that point, it becomes meaningless. Or to put it another way, I could take 10 very conservative people and drag them back a few years in history, a few decades, and they would be considered crazy, far liberals. And that's how you know your word has drifted. Drifted dramatically. Alright, let's see. Wand of Invisibility. Constant carnage ever since the revolution engulfed. Every day someone else is on the chopping block. Oh, are we going to say they're doing the French Revolution? Or more like the Mexican revolutions? I'm going to go with this. Why do you have a Wand of Invisibility? Oh, a Wand of Invisibility. Old Ignaz the Sorcerer had one just like that. Now then, let me see it. Citizens, don't listen to the tyrant's henchmen. Don't give up. Fight for your rights. Don't you see? As long as your sovereign rules over you, no one will care about your suffering. Your cows, your fields, your homes. All of it is at risk until you become your own masters. Down with the Baron! The time of the people has come. That's actually a common division. As people, I've heard for years people say I'm economically on the right and morally on the left, or, you know, things like that. I've heard statements like that for a long time. It helps, but, you know, there are more divisions. And very few people are ever completely, you know, it's complicated. I could just lie. Yeah. Is that a lie? Is that just honesty? Do I want this barony to have problems? No, this kind of revolutionary problem could spill over. If the revolutionaries succeeded, or people got into their heads that this was a good idea, no, we don't need this kind of instability in the neighborhood. Let's go with this one. I like this one. Boop! Out your hearts! The peasant. Wow, she went down easy. Should have used your Wand of Invisibility. Keep quiet, you've had your say. Folks, tie her up. But forgive us, we didn't mean any harm. This damn troublemaker played us for fools. Throw the snake in prison and we'll just go home. Gotta think of it. Please send us a doctor or a hearing scroll. Our cows keep getting ill. If the Baron doesn't help us or even reply, well, if it weren't for the cows, we wouldn't have caused any trouble. Well, you know, we'll go too, alright? We have some silly things written on our walls. We'll wash them off right away. Should teach them how to patch the holes in their boats. Oh, hey, look, I leveled up somewhere in all that mess. Yeah. I think I've been taking the skill points with this one. Well, obviously, we need trickery, use magic device. Our persuasion got better. Good. What do I do with this last point? Ah, really? I'm trying to think. What skill do I most not have in this team? I'm not sure. I have to go through all my characters and look. You know what? It's never a bad idea to have more perception. Lingering performance sure would help. I seem to have all my skills taken care of now. I think lingering performance is a good idea. Let's take it. Okay, a new level 1 spell known. I choose Expeditious Retreat, I guess. Level 3. Where's Haste? And Summon Monster 3 is good. Displacement's good. A lot of these things are good. But you know what? I'm probably pretty good with just Haste. We'll take, I wonder if See Invisible would have helped me save that kid back there. I'll take Dispel Magic just in case. Very tempted to take Heal, though. Healing would be good. Oh my gosh, the whole party leveled. Cool. Let's do this. Alright, our Drud gains a level. And a hit point. And becomes more perceptive. Always good. Let me see. Spell focus. Weapon focus. Can you take weapon focus? Claws? I think you can, yeah. Cool. And then turn into something and claw the enemy. Probably not the slam attacks, though. Defense, combat maneuvers. I don't know. You need a lot of defense. Where's shield focus? Or did I already have that? Spell penetration could be good. You know what? Improved initiative is always good. Always happy to have it. It helps. It really does help to go first. Although perhaps less so in this game where everything's nigh indestructible, but still. Alright. Our religious expert. What do we want? No. You need to be more durable. Yes. There it is. Toughness. Alright, you will be significantly tougher. Hold on. And I guess you'll take a Summon Monster 1. And... oh-ho! Airwalk. That's, really disappointing, considering what that could do in actual D&D. We could all just walk up into the air and rain arrows down on our foes. Well, what else? Path of Glory Greater. Fast healing of 5 for a little bit. It's a thing. Ooh, Fleshworm Infestation. That's a touch attack, though. Those are a pain in the ass. We're not really built for that kind of thing. Summon a medium elemental. Divine Power. +1. Okay. Strength checks. But we're not really a meleeer. We're just get in front of the enemy or Crusader's Edge. The whole point is they shouldn't be able to hit me in melee. That's pretty cool. I like that one. But I'd have to actually hit the enemy. Huh. What if I just did this? Last 10 minutes a level. So I could just have this Aura of Doom continually in place. Let's go with that. That sounds great. Alright, leveling up our Sorcerer. Protection from energy. And a Bloodline feat. I'm just glad to finally have this level up. I think the party will be much better now. This is possibly my least skilled character. Okay, what do I do with you, huh? You know, maybe you should learn how to craft stuff. Craft wondrous item could do wonders for this team, I think. Then again, just having hit points is so good. Let's go focus Arcana, Metamagic, Empower. As a sorcerer, you could empower any spell you wanted. But 2 levels, I don't know. Actually, improved initiative sounds awesome always to me. You now know how to, I don't need any of this. I'm plenty good, thanks. Okay, the 2nd level spell. Again, I'm pretty happy the way things are. I guess acid arrows are okay. And level 3. Pain Strike. You know, Vampiric Touch is good, because it heals you. It's a good trick. Turn yourself into an undead temporarily. I wouldn't want to play around with that. Oh, Stinking Cloud is actually ridiculous. Stinking Cloud can be utterly disabling. I guess we'll go with that. Alright, she's way more awesome now. Are you still gonna insist on coming with us? Ah, fine, whatever. I could just get rid of this guy. Dimension Door is a good one. Solid Fog's a good one. This is the guy I really want out. Alright, Captain Useless. There you go. I guess. Rogue Talent. I guess sometimes we fail to unlock things. Be good if you actually succeeded those. And the character I didn't get to use. My poor, poor wizard. You're now behind the curve. What a pity. I don't think I'm ever going to get to actually play with you. We'll at least give her that much. Oh. Really? You are keeping up. Amazing. Well, then I really do hope I get to use you. Improved initiative and toughness are always good things to have. You're actually durable as all hell. Wait. Okay, hold on. False Life Greater, very good. Fire Shield's great. Volcanic Storm, Wall of Fire. No. 4th level spells here. Obsidian Flow. Controlled Fireball? Huh. Weird. Huh. Weird. I like it. I know how to cast haste and dispel magic now. And you know how to stab people in the back more effectively. People have calmed down and the rabble-rouser is in fetters. Brilliant! I expected nothing else. I'll drop an order right away to help with the cows. Of course, we won't go so far as to execute her, but keeping her in prison doesn't make any sense either. Let's take her to the border and give her the boot. Let her slink back to Galt or wherever else she wants. When she sets foot in our lands again, she'll have only herself to blame. Although after learning about her tricks, no one else will trust her. Ah, you want banishment, huh? I don't know. I don't think anybody would mind if she just disappeared, but okay. Banishment it is. Sure. Just don't keep her in the prison all the time. We'd have to waste our perfectly good food to maintain her. That'd be stupid. Something else has come up. We need to discuss the new trainees. Recruitment needs to be... Oh, what now? Your Grace, your hour has come. Oh, that didn't sound quite right. I mean, it's your time to shine! To show off a bit even. Your subjects require your protection. Will you refuse the pitiable creatures a heroic feat? You're the pitiable creature. Now stop fussing and be quiet. I'll explain everything myself. Your Grace, my name is... impossible to pronounce. I am from the village of Old Stump. We've lived here a long time, and always minded our own business. But since you started to rule here, we became, as it turns out, your subjects. Well, we paid our taxes on time, and brought you grain and meat. But now woe has come upon us, so it's your turn to prove that you're good for more than collecting taxes. I honor my duties to my subject. What has happened? Do you remember, Your Grace, that unforgettable day of our first acquaintance, when we met those terrible, but in a way quite amazing creatures? Well, why do you keep butting in, Rattlebox? You keep quiet. I'm not dumb. I can talk. So, Your Grace, woe has come upon us. Dead Cyclopses have risen from their graves and are moving slowly towards our village. If you don't help us, they'll gobble us all up in no time. You don't want subjects that can stand up for themselves, because then they might overthrow you. Willis, what did you do? You forgot to say Klata Vaktar and Niktu before snatching that item, didn't you? He was on a pedestal in a graveyard, wasn't it? Well, how do I put this? I think oh, well, to a certain extent, well, I might partially responsible for what's going on. Metaphorically speaking, of course, because I was first to be attacked by the Cyclopses, you know. Well, what if I'm the one who brought them here? That's unlikely, I know, unless they're here to reclaim that bracelet. But calm down. The Cyclopses are our problem, and we're going to solve it. I'll lead the party personally. Silacrum, choose the best from Varnling host. We march at once. The others will remain here, ready for a battle, in case the Cyclopses come here too. Zombie Cyclopses? I'd say it's unheard of, but as this young man pointed out, we've already met them once, and that means we might meet them again. If we're to protect the barony, we'll need to find out more about them. I will go with you. We must try to discover where they came from and what we can do to stop them. No, you're retired. Get out of here, Cephal. Thank you, Your Grace. There is another problem, though. The zombie Cyclopes, they have the power to control a person's mind. When the monsters came, some of our people became insane. They began to worship them. You must do something about the lunatics, or they'll kill us all themselves. Thanks for the warning. We'll go. We'll do whatever it takes to help your village. Doggone it. Get out. Get out. Stupid Baron. Why does he have to personally lead every mission?
For many centuries, the dead Cyclops have slept peacefully in their graves. Why did they have to wake up now when we showed up?
Looks like an act of magical sabotage to me. And guess who the prime suspect is? Our dear western neighbor. Now that our wastelands have been turned into farmlands, Dunswan has become a tasty pie, and everyone wants a piece.
Aren't you hungry yet? Let's stop and eat some.
Dude, we haven't gone anywhere! The laziest Baron, oh my gosh. Also, dude, why are you such a warmonger? You want to blame everything on the West when you should be blaming it on that other dude? Alright, fine, let's see what we can get here. +3 bonus to will saves when we're fighting mind control sounds good. All skill checks. 10. Oh man, they're all so good. I'm going to take the skill checks, but when we're fighting mind controllers, I really should be taking that one. The cooking DCs are obscene. Okay, now we can begin looking. He's got a +15, so we'll put him on. Everyone will just be a +2, so we'll put you here on camouflage duty. I guess you can hunt. With a well-camouflaged camp, we don't really need to watch anything anyway. One ration! Oh joy! And our meal is chocolate ice cream. Yeah, that's just what we eat today. That's it, chocolate ice cream. Are you a shopkeeper? Let's buy and sell. You chose a bad time to visit this place. I'm getting myself out of here. I suggest you do the same. I know there's gloom in the air. That's why we are here. To whom do I have the honor of speaking? I'm Juan, a merchant from Brevoy. I thought I'd seek my fortune in the new baronies, but so far I've been only danger and loss. Trolls roam the Shrike Hills. The situation here is even worse. Drelev seems to have disappeared. Of course, the Sword Lords can decide where the borders get drawn here, and who gets to claim which title. But so far as these rulers of the stolen lands, I haven't much tamed their claims. A fair reproach. Let me introduce myself. Mayor Varn, Baron of these lands. I've been called here to help, specifically to dispose of those monsters troubling you. You're the Oh, me and my big mouse. Well, your grace. Blessings on you and your subjects. I shall hurry home and never set foot here again. Oh, come now, don't be so dramatic. Monsters are a regular problem in such wild lands, but we've everything well in hand, believe me. It wouldn't be in your interest to give up on the market now. Well, this very moment isn't the best time for negotiations, but if you visit us in the capital, we would be happy to discuss the potential benefits of trade here, and what sort of benefits we'd both enjoy. But that will have to wait for another time. No, though I thank you very kindly, but I will try my luck somewhere far away from here. This place is not good. Like it's cursed or something. Oh, well, bye then. Personally, I'm in no mood to trade. Cephal, if you need anything, go ahead and buy it. Better be quick about it, though. There's battle in the air. Please don't go away. I'd like to sell you all the crap I get in a second. Lycanthropy Bane? Is that a thing we should be concerned about? Well, I can't afford it anyway, but... half plate of +3 to will saves. And I wish I had the cash to buy stuff. How do you get damage reduction out of leather armor? You'd need adamant chainmail to get 2 DR with a dash. Oh. Actually, he does sling acid some. It's not bad. If only I could get that in electricity, though. I already know this one. Oh my gosh, they're the same recipes already purchased. I suppose I could use some butter. I know, weird thing to buy at this moment, but hey. Maybe I could buy a potion of Fox's Cunning to increase the save DC of his spells? What I actually need is Charisma, though. I wish I could buy the other stuff, but okay. I hope he stays there so I can sell all the junk. You know what? I'm just gonna start casting buffs right here, right now. Boost our skill checks. Did we fail when making the food? I think we did. Well, no mirror image for me.
Ready when you are.
Please, get to the point.
A simple smile goes a long way.
My plans always come to fruition.
Time is not waiting.
Never a bad idea to throw down a summon. village square is noisy and filled with people. A group of villagers in black robes, led by an old tiefling, is advancing on a group of others wearing simple peasant clothes. Both groups are armed, and it looks like they're about to put their weapons to use. See, Your Grace, they've donned the black robes. Their minds are under the sway of the Cyclopses. Please do something before anyone gets hurt. Somebody just boosted all of our skill checks by 2 points. No wish to cross deal with my subjects, but if their minds are stolen by monsters, it's our duty to protect the innocent. I could do that. I could do that. But you know what? I gotta ask this question first. I think you're onto something. They don't appear to be insane. Not very smart either, of course, but I see no mark of obsession. I suspect the Cyclopses had nothing to do with this, and our guests just want to trick us into solving some local political problems in her favor. And, I might add, she's doing it rather poorly. And I cannot stand bad liars. Niger, before we start swinging our swords around, it'd be wise to hear the people out. Godless wretches, you ungrateful pigs! For how many ages have our ancestors enjoyed the gifts of our master, one generation to another? How could you have renounced his faith? What a pity. But what did the master send our ancestors? Harvest, good weather, healthy children, and now what does he send? Dead Cyclopses? What will he send us next? Rocks hurtling down from the sky? No, you can pray to such a god all you want, but we've found another! Wow. You know, generally living wood doesn't do that. Village is interrupted by a deafening clap. Yeah, we saw. There! You see the answer to your blasphemy. I speak the truth. If you renounce the master, no god can protect you. You're forever in his hands, in life and in death. Repent! And return to the one true faith. Isn't it madness to choose punishment above gifts? What the hell is going on here? I'm the Baron and your sovereign. I came to deal with Cyclopses, but it looks like something else is going on. I demand an explanation. Oh, Your Grace, what an honor it is to visit our humble village. I am Zordesh, the headman of this village. In fact, we do have a little problem with Cyclopses, but it's nothing to trouble yourself over. Everything is already under control. You have a strange definition of under control. What with the fire and the angry crowds and undead giant monsters, it doesn't sound under control to me. Far from it, Your Grace. You must save us! This maniac venerates Charon, the horseman of death. He wants to feed us to the Cyclopses. Forgive me for lying earlier. I was afraid you would punish all of us. But I'm not lying now. He's a cultist, a real cultist. I mean, we have a guy on our party who worships freaking Asmodeans, so it's not like we can say anything. I don't know, man. You gotta watch out for freaking demons. They'll mess you up. They'll mess up everything. Would be foolish to wipe out a village that I might potentially conquer later. No. What do you guys worship now? Not something worse, I hope. Well, not everyone, of course, just him, the damned headman and his henchmen. Weaving another web of lies? Your Grace, would you care to hear the truth now? I will not lie to you. We are the children of the Horseman of Death. Our village has worshipped him for hundreds of years. But we're not a secret cult. Everyone you see here, as well as their fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, and even the lying wretch who led you here, on the last new moon, she stood alongside us in prayer. This is our faith. We would pray to him, and he would help us survive in this dangerous land. But now, as it is foretold, the Cyclops have risen from their graves. His servants of old bring good news. But what does this faithless wretches do? They turn their weapons against his heralds, and even against their own neighbors. The Master has given us a sign. He wishes to reward us with his gifts, but they grew frightened and renounced their faith. Your Grace, we are no villains, and bear no hatred or grudge. We only worship an ancient and wise deity that has kept us safe for ages. Please help me put down this uprising, and you too will partake in his gifts. Fear not the Cyclopses. Their appearance is a sign from the Master. They're only a danger to those infirm of faith. Don't listen to him. He wants to feed you to the Cyclopses too. I beg you, spare us from this cult. We worship Aristil and Abadar, or whatever else you command. But I beg you, save us from this madness. Oh? You mean I can choose whatever religion I feel like, and you guys will do it? Huh. Well, now that's an interesting offer. For some reason I can't understand, divine is literally a stat that a barony possesses, so... I don't know. Has this death demon god ever done anything to these people? They all look normal. Might cause friction with other peoples, though. I understand why this woman lied to us, and I've no wish to punish her or any who renounced Charon. As for the cultists who remain faithful to the Horsemen, I'm leaning towards destroying the cult and helping the peaceful villagers to find another faith. They're not being very peaceful right now. When there's zombie Cyclopses lurking about, the follower of such a deity casts black shadows. On the other hand, they could prove most useful in this situation. Think, Maker, think! If anyone could help us get to the bottom of the Cyclops problem, it's the people who served their patron for generations. We shall quash this uprising and find out what the headman knows. I don't want to make deals with these cultists, but there's a whiff of sense in your words. What do you say? Wow. Holy shit, I have oh wow, okay, on a roll of 2, I could succeed. Boy, what is most advantageous for the barony? For its neighbors to be demon worshippers? Probably not. Even if everything works out for them and the demons show up and help them, that just makes them more dangerous to my barony. And it's a very potential destabilizing force. Still, devils would be worse. And, well, regular old plain Jane demons, worst of all. At least they're picking neutral evil. It's funny, we don't see constant alignments anymore, and suddenly the options become way more compelling. when they're not labeled chaotic evil, chaotic good, and all that. I don't know. I want to ask this question. Faith is one thing, life is another. We prayed to him like everyone else. It's not like we would stand up to an entire village, but the prophecies, no one read them except the priests. Who would have thought that he would truly raise these monsters? What good is a little god who unleashes undead upon us? Are the undead hurting you, or are they just hanging out? Of course, demons are not like devils who always stick to the letter of the contract, but neither are they like demons who would harm themselves just to spite the others. Among all the infernal powers, demons are essentially the most humane. Just like regular people, they primarily care about their own interests, though with proper care, they can be dealt with. I don't necessarily agree. The devils have a lot of motivation to corrupt and screw you over. But the in-between, they're still involved in the soul trade. They still want to corrupt you, and some of them, especially hags, delight in just torment and disfigurement. No, I don't entirely agree with your assessment of them. Thank you, Master. That's just so. You must have imagined that there were any ritual atrocities going on in this village. We've had no human sacrifices here or anything of the sort. No one has been fed to Cyclopses. We're peaceful people, just like villages where more common deities are worshipped. Slaughter the cultists and choose their religion. Smash the uprising. Smashes the uprising. I can't really see any advantage to keeping the cult in power, honestly. It seems like we'd have more power over the people choosing this option. I'm sorely tempted to go with this option, but that's probably mostly because it's actually something that I have. It's a ridiculously hard skill check that I can actually succeed at. It's like, how many characters can you play as that actually have this option seriously on the table? But I can't see the benefit in just wiping this village out. No, I think I'd have to go with this one. I think that's the one. As usual, no one listens to old Cephal, and then everyone wonders why everything turns to chaos. You're mad! You've no idea the power you dare to raise your weapons against. Faithful, cover my retreat. I must protect the shrine. Dude, you just stabbed some lady. Holy shit. Chaos ensues. Oh shit. I wonder if the Cyclopses would have been on our side had we sided with the cultists, but I somehow doubt they actually control them.
We will be victorious!
Well, that's a lot of dead villagers. Very quickly, too. I didn't think I'd chosen slaughtered the entire village, but it does appear that's what's happening. Cultist Dodger. Well, he didn't dodge well enough. Alright. There are 4 factions present in this battle. That's actually kind of impressive. Stinking Cloud would favor the Cyclops quite a bit, wouldn't it? I would like to use this. Okay, you're automatically going to use it? Cool. Control. Effective. Ow. Boy. It is chaos. Alright. Okay, that can't hurt. It's tough. Wow, that connected. Color me surprised. Fear the masters of lightning. Am I hurting this villager here? I think I am. But I'm getting 3 of them, so... Oh, I bet it is. I bet it's chaos in real time. You'd be pausing every other second. Okay. You're taking a beating. No good place to lay down a fireball. Fireball's a pretty good range. Can you put it there? Cool. That had an impact.
Victory is here.
Yes. All right. Looks like it's winding down. Is it just me, or are the villagers on my side stronger than the cultists who stand against me? What this battle really needs is a giant wave of summoned monsters! Wish I'd spent a few rounds just summoning crap before the fight started. Well, unfortunately, she only has the 1 lightning bolt. Oh, crap, I forgot about my Aura of Doom. Oh, I bet that would have been fantastic. Oh, well, whatever. Here, have an air elemental. Lots of things to do the fighting for me. Okay, they're them before me. I don't want to do that. Not my preferred way of. God, there's just too many people mixed up in every direction. Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. We're up to 4 magic missiles now. Man, that level up kicked ass.
Press on.
Okay, good. Another one down. He's been doing pretty good at slaughtering his own people. Not gonna be much survivors. Huh, so they treat those villagers as if they're summons, giving them the same turn as the summoners. Interesting. Okay. Not surprising. Oh, I've got so many things I could do. This one's close. If I just start pecking at it. It should go down soon. Come on. Alright, there we go. That releases all of those guys to fight other targets.
Believe in yourselves.
Alright, what can I do about this thing? Well, acid arrow's okay, I guess. If it hits. Should have gone with magic missile, I guess. Jeez, I do believe every single last citizen has died except the couple fighting down there. Oops, shit. I always forget about reach. Only cold attacks worked on undead, but it doesn't, so... Doggone it, game! Yeah, it decided to attack the person who was already unconscious on the ground. Yep. Yeah, if you just coup de grace someone, I mean, you know. Oh, doggone it. Fine, whatever. What did I purchase again? I think I just bought butter. Is that what I bought? Butter? I think so. Oh. Fox's cunning. Not all 10. Good grief. I only wanted 1. Alright. We're gonna fully buff ourselves before the holy shit begins. We're not gonna stop with just the long duration spells. Let's get that aura of doom going.
Yes, my friend?
At your service.
Let us know. Focus on.
when you are.
Okay, now we're gonna have to start really belting them out in a second.
Adventures are exciting. No time for idling.
My plans always come to
Is there
fruition.
trouble?
Please, get to the point.
Together we stand.
Okay. Alright, still quite a few things to throw down. Shield of Faith.
No mistakes.
Leopard. You can just keep spitting those
Friendship
out.
lasts forever. I will not fall.
Okay,
I am prepared.
another leopard.
Ask away.
A monitor lizard over there.
At your service.
A simple smile goes a long
Okay.
way.
That would be a good thing to
I
cast.
stand ready.
You're gonna need to start casting your round to level buffs now.
Time's not waiting.
And another dog.
Our time has come.
Okay, a haste. I think we're looking pretty good now.
Spare me the
The
details.
world is full of wonder.
Okay. Oh, I could have put reduced person on everyone. I always forget about that one. But you know what? It's probably fine. We're probably good. Go! Whoop. Perception. Success. Make us watch a cutscene again before the chaotic battle. I think the battle's going to be way more one-sided this time. We probably won't see the entire village slaughtered. Although I am very curious about seeing the other options. I've made my choice, so. So these things are clearly attacking the cultists, so they definitely didn't have control over these. Really makes me wonder what would happen if I sided with them. Should have had these show up like 3 rounds into combat, though. Okay. Well. There we go. 3 hits. Where's my... Okay, my Horde of Summons is all down there. Okay, good. They're still there. Just wanted to make sure they didn't get erased or something. Oh shit, there are 2 on this side this time. Oh, things are different now. Huh. Alright, another one down. That got it. That happened last time too. Well, do we want acid arrows? Magic missiles? No, I think we want lightning bolt. Four. 4 hits, 1 shot. Good stuff. Oh, let's see. Is there a good place to chuck a fireball? Oh, there's still 3 targets over here. Been getting so used to XCOM. For a second I was worried I was going to destroy all the loot on the ground. It's like, no, that's not how this game works. Darn. Oh, I forgot to drink that potion. Oh well. So weird to see the zombies make their bite attack. Doesn't seem to belong, you know. Gotcha. I don't know. They've got an armor class of 25 for a zombie. That's ridiculous. They're a large-sized zombie. How do they get an AC that high? They've got 25 strength, 90 hit points. Attack at a plus 22 to 37 damage. Alright, hold on a sec. That's not even a crit. That's just a regular attack. As high as 37. They could one-shot 2 out of 6 of my characters, and they make 3 attacks. Yeah, I saw that there's a bite rage power, which is a thing. What's the druid gonna do? Well, I suppose at least 2 of these guys could be hurt by cold. Oh shit, that actually did damage to the zombie? Since when does cold damage work on a zombie? Okay. Well, I'm not gonna complain. Just strange. I mean, I guess frostbite would utterly wreck a zombie. Whatever the handbook for fighting zombies might claim otherwise.
Believe in yourselves.
Stab him! Don't just say believe in yourselves and then just stand there. Oh wow, I thought that was gonna kill him. Ha! Take that! Suffer my dex poison! Alright, this'll finish him. Alright, another one down. Let's see, you're in pretty rough shape. I want to lose the game again because somebody wants to kick you while you're down, but I'll go with this. I can't heal fast enough, so we'll just try to prevent damage. We've got a lot more villagers alive. That much was successful. Aid. Actually not a terrible idea. Bring that aura of doom to bear. I can't tell it's doing anything, but there you go. Excellent. Not many cultists remaining. But I'm worried about those two at the bottom. Oh, come on! All those summons. Just walk right past them, huh? Shit. Three in a row. I think he can take a hit. I just want to let loose so badly. Oh crap, I keep missing with those. Maybe I should give up on acid arrows. I just can't make touch attacks. Oh well, another one bites the dust. That one's at full health. Finish him. Or just miss. My haste ran out. Buffs are expiring. That lizard lasted way longer than I expected, though. More. Maybe that'll all keep that thing busy. Okay. Just that one. Still at full health. And 3 Cyclopses.
Victory is near.
2 Cyclopses. This poor guy. It's just raining magic missiles all over him from both directions. And crossbow bolts. And wolves and knives. He's kind of got everything against him.
Strike as one.
Not what I meant to do, but that works too.
This should do it.
Yes, yes. Stall them. This poor guy. Oh, there he goes. Alright, we can focus fire all remaining resources.
Press on.
Oh, it actually hit for 3 damage. Woo! That one only made a single attack, not the full attack with the bite. I gotta stop killing my villagers. Fine, whatever, just keep moving. Alright, 2 tiny Yodas heading down to kill it. Another guy with a two-handed sword. Cyclops' AC is ridiculous. You villagers are never going to hit these things. Wow, they have almost all their hit points intact, too. I think every warrior is supposed to die here. That's right, continue suffering the acid damage. More. Just pile on in, boys. Excellent, that's right. Score hits. Suppose I could just fling lightning into this mess. Excellent. Guess you sort of spent most of your stuff.
Do not hold back. This will hurt.
It's so over. Just give up already. Stubborn undead. Stuff! And I can go sell this to that merchant. What, the Cyclopses didn't carry axes that I can resell? Well, there are a few survivors at least. But this town is pretty much over. Crap, the merchant left. What was he afraid of? Bunch of undead and fighting and, you know, spells and arrows and summoned creatures. No reason to run, the coward. Ah, here. There it is. How y'all doing? You're welcome. This village is done. There's no recovering from that. You got 3 people. What the? How are we overburdened already? Oh, right. No, I did not want to equip that. I was happy having a crossbow. Yeah, you shouldn't let yourself be overburdened, but I don't want the game to waste my time just because I'm carrying a heavy burden, which is something I am allowed to carry. It's because I have so many rations. There we go. Oh, crap. We're gonna have to rest. Ooh, that's a big doggy. We're definitely gonna need to rest. A little bit of healing could be helpful. How about you enjoy some of that? That flaming bramble is utterly ridiculous. And I'll begin summoning my own doggos. Ah, there he is. I don't mind trying my own people. Seems fine to me.
I shall not falter for his failure. I will see this through.
Your butt's over here. Come on. That was
Let us
easy.
not hesitate.
I guess that's what it does. Oh well. I'll keep my guys from being overburdened, but yeah. You cannot rest here. I can't? Well, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to deal with the rest of these encounters without rest? Oh my gosh, the fighting continues. Let's see. Lightning bolts would be so hard to aim in real time. You'd choose the path that they're going to go down, and then it would have to go through the casting animation while the enemies move out of the way. I burned so much of my precious resources. We could just take a nap while they fight each other for a while, right?
Let's try this way.
Darn it. Are we gonna find ourselves fighting a boss fight in a second? Wow, that guy's just wielding a hook. The long swords are masterwork. Everything else is not. Just the long swords. Well, this village has at least a few people left. How much damage does my lightning bolt do? Well, let's see. We are level 7, so it does 7d6. It does 1d6 per caster level, max 10d6 by default. Same as Fireball. Hi. You seem to be in the process of slaughtering your neighbors. Ow, ow. Oh, ow. No! Ah, shit. Well, now you're here.
This should do it.
Ah, going well. I should save that last lightning bolt. Good enough. What to do with you?
I will not die. This
Well, looks like he survived. He took a lot of hits, though.
We shall overcome. A calculated risk.
Killing me here, guys. There you go.
Stand down.
Come on, people. Somebody hit the target.
press on.
There we go. Just keep sneak attacking him.
Believe in yourselves.
Shouldn't that be sneak attack damage?
Fight me.
No sneak attack damage. I don't get it. Should be. Well, whatever.
To battle and victory.
Oh, it looks like there's a whole bunch here. Looks like the cult might have been the majority of the town. There you guys go, enjoy. Guess what? Somebody saved their last lightning bolt. Fortunately, I'm stuck choosing. Guess archers are generally the worst. Nice. Fortunately, if there's a boss fight, I've now spent just about everything. These guys are very dangerous in short bursts.
Victory is near. Go for the alchemist, she's trouble.
This will hurt.
What you gonna do about that, huh? Expected. Okay. Alright, there you go. Is it just me, or are they getting softer the further we get? The early enemies down there in the big pitched battle seem to take a ton of hits.
Hold back.
Their lower level guys were up here, huh?
Press on.
Let's try this.
Ow.
Your time is over.
You shall pay.
We shall overcome.
Believe in yourselves.
Wow. Come on, people. I've got lingering performance now. I can afford this.
This should do it. Away, you rascal!
Finally, a hit. But this thing has a lot of hit points.
No quarter.
There you go. Oh, those are gone. thing's got too many buffs.
Fight me.
There you go. Sneak attack damage. Got a haste. Plenty of bard song. And not a whole lot else. They make me fight much further. I may have to dig around and see what little scrolls and potions I do have.
I will not falter.
Well, let's see. Okay, we've got some Alchemist Fire and Acid for what little that will do. I've been finding random stuff lying around on the ground here. Ah, you killed all the Cyclopses. Good work. Okay. To the shrine! So much stuff we're just leaving behind. $67? That cannot possibly add up to a 90. The thing must have been wounded or had less than 90 hit points.
Defeat is not an option.
Maybe they have variable hit points. Oh boy. I don't know if we can take another fight, honestly. I really don't know if we can take another fight. We spent so much. I can do that to them at least. Got small elementals. That should just prevent their archers from getting direct hits. Ah, good. Good entangle. Alright, I saved a summon monster 3, so that'll be another lizard. What that's worth. Looks like I've got lots of level 2 spells and not a whole lot else. My own concealment works against me. No matter.
Victory is near.
You rolled a 1. You only needed a 2, so you managed to roll a 1. the shield wall together.
This will hurt.
Okay. Poked his eyes out with a spell. Yeah, I'm having... It's impossible for me to see what's going on in here, too. We're gonna dogpile this thing. I really don't know about this encounter. I think it's just too many encounters in one day. The greater invisibility will help immensely, but don't think it's enough. Ow. Well, that's not good. Alright. The electric blade is out. Two more elementals. Okay, what do you still have? Enlarged person. Why do I even keep that?
On your knees.
Alright. What do you have? You know what? This is probably the smarter play. If we could hit. Why'd I even take Acid Arrow?
Believe in yourselves.
Well. Doggone it. Doggone stupid thing! It's not like I can do a whole lot at this point. We've just been through too many encounters. We've been through the ringer. Oh, I could give him a potion of displacement that I just picked up. That'll help. But, I mean, what else can I really do? There's just not much here. Guess you could drink this resist fire. This has to be the last encounter.
I will not falter.
Let's see. Gonna let me get away with a little bit here.
Yes, my friend? On the prowl. I will lead you to victory.
No mistakes.
Something Nature's Ally 1.
No
That's
time for idling.
not much.
At your service.
Ah, here we go. Still got the air elementals, and that's it. Ah, the entanglement did interrupt some spell casting, but maybe not the best move. Okay, this has to be it. This is the final encounter. You know what? There's only 5 of them. Okay, she goes up there. Okay. No, wait. The shield wall's coming.
On your knees.
All right. Just get that thing down, and then we'll switch to the alchemist, I guess. Okay, you're here. Fighting the shield wall.
Strike as one.
Okay. Finish it. Okay, excellent news.
This should do it.
Hmm. Come on, you can get him with your electric lightsaber. The summons are going to make all the difference here. Okay, so they don't hit hard. So what? At least they hit. Which is more than we can say for our characters half the time. Oh, I should bring that guy back down, but... Not putting the fog down is actually helping me a lot. We were missing critical spells. Darn it, come on, you only needed 1 hit.
Do not hold back.
Fight me.
Wow. Damn.
A calculated risk.
Somebody get that thing. Ripped apart by dogs from all directions. Wow, all you've got left are acid splashes.
You shall pay.
I've got 1 magic missile left on my sorceress.
We shall overcome.
Victory is near.
Okay.
This will hurt.
What are you doing? I thought I killed you. Hey, Mr. Tiefling, where are you going? You're already dead. To perish at the hand of the unfaithful. Now that the prophecy has come to pass and the divine gift is closer than ever, why am I found unworthy? Was it in vain? No, not in vain. Zephyl draws the sacred symbol of Asmodeus from under his cloak, an upside-down pentagram. Your god is weak. Mortals have forgotten him. In the name of Asmodeus, the Dark Prince, I command you. Tell us now, what is this gift and where can we find it? I shall take it by the right of strength. Speak! Or you shall know all the suffering of hell before your miserable soul parts from your body. Servant of the Dark Prince, your lord will not rule forever. The horsemen are strong, and the horseman of death is the strongest of all. The day will come when hell is but dust under the hooves of the pale horse. But you have it your way for now. I will tell you of the Master's gift. In ancient times, before the earth fall, a great Cyclops empire ruled these lands. But they were unworthy of the power granted them by the Master. The Emperor took his gift to his grave, and guards it there still, in the depths of his tomb. Now the Emperor has awakened, and his Cyclops have arisen. It is time to open the tomb. Go down there and accept the god's gift from his cold fingers. So the Cyclopses were unworthy, but now they rise again? Oh, okay, sure. Go down to the tomb, and stay there forever. Enter the deadly embrace of a corpse. Oh, I'm dying with fear. What do you say? The Master would be angry if we reached out for his gift before the time was right. Even if we reached the tomb, the doors would be closed to us. This staff is the key. It has slumbered for ages, but now the dead eye is opened, the fingers move, the gift awaits the worthy. To the south, guarded by centaurs, pathetic creatures always warring with us. They worship Desna, a powerless goddess gone insane. They believe she ordered them to guard the Cyclops ruins from us. That is their sacred mission. Ridiculous. I've already sent my best warriors there to chase them off and clear the way to the tomb. Oh, if only they'd been here. No uprising would have happened, and you worthless fools wouldn't have desecrated the Horseman's shrine. But what is done cannot be undone. Oh, a sacred artifact to build an empire. Oh, okay. Oh myself, well that was some speech, but do you really think the Dark Prince would hand you, of all people, an ancient artifact of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse? My friend, to be frank, I hold no stock in ancient artifacts of boundless power. All that grand rubbish sounded more like a speech of a market trickster trying to sell snake oil to the village simpleton. I'm merely good at making deals, even with insane fanatics when the need arises. Though I suppose legends don't spring out of the blue. Whatever secret the tomb holds, it may prove useful. Oh, a staff of whispering souls, huh? We can't leave until I've looted. As an adventurer, you should understand the need to loot. Only the long swords are masterwork. There was some master smith who insisted in the local area on making nothing but long swords. Yet another magical dagger. Because they suspect that the Baron is supposed to be dual wielding here. Alright, anything else? Everything good? Okay, let's take a peek. Well, a quarterstaff. Oh, he's wanting to wield the Staff of Whispering Souls himself. Whoa. +4 int on a staff. You did find something nice. Alright, you earned... Oh, it's just a +1 dagger. And you use short swords. Never mind. What have we got here? Natural armor +2. Your armor class is pretty ridiculous. Oh, hey, how about that? Hold up. No, that goes on your finger. There we go. I suppose I'm gonna have to pitch something. Alright. That's pretty good. Man, what a staff. He should just retire with that thing. Oh yeah, profane bonuses are super uncommon. Even sacred bonuses are hard to get.
Religion does not die easily. Today they renounce Charon, and tomorrow they rush back to his embrace. They may only have sown the seeds for a future riot.
We'll appoint a trusted cleric as the new leader of the village. Someone to make sure the cultists don't return to their old ways.
Unless you plan to fight the next battle without my best spells, you need to rest.
Without any spells. An ambush now would be bad. Could you guys succeed the ice cream, please? What's going on? It's always trying to turn the rations off. I don't know why. Excellent. Could an unscripted battle even occur during camping? They seem to be super tight about XP in this. Wow, we're actually going to do the tomb already? That felt like that would be the end of an arc with this. Listen to me, everyone. We've come here for the sake of Varnhold and our future. It's essential we find out whose tomb this is and what's going on inside. I dread to think what might happen if we fail. The ground might burn up right under our feet. Dead Cyclops rise from their graves. Maybe the Centaur's grim prophecies have it just about right. I wouldn't mind talking to their warrior priestess. She might know more than these demon worshippers. But I don't think they want to talk. We won't have any choice but to fight our way to the tomb. Any questions? Reinforcements? First off, because I'm not ready to leave the city without its guard, you have a ton of guys. And second, unless we act at once, I'm afraid the demon worshippers and centaurs will slaughter each other, and there won't be anyone else to figure out how to deal with the tomb. You could just start pouring concrete. Oh, right, you don't know how to make that. Well, unfortunately, this is where we'll end today. However, because I missed a day this week, I intend to make up for it. Normally tomorrow would be my day off, but we're going to run more Kingmaker tomorrow. Out of curiosity, is this the end of the Varnhold's Hold DLC? There's got to be more than just 3 areas, right? I skipped an area? Did I not get a side route at the inn? I did not. Oh, I actually missed an area. Well, that's disappointing. So far, the only thing that sounds like it will affect my main story is that he supposedly sent gifts. I'm assuming some build points. I'm wondering what else this has done that would affect my main file. I guess it's probably going to be the ending. I'm probably going to be presented with some terrible choice at the last minute. I wonder if both of these guys will still be alive after that. We shall have to see. Anyway, until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.